Hey everyone,
What's up?
how are you doing? Are you having a good one?
Yeah.
I hope so. We're having a pretty good one. Because this month our patrons voted for us to play a game from Ithaqua Labs. So we chose their recent short visual novel, Stars and Snowdrops, with backwards S's.
I know about Ithaqua. Odysseus is from there.
That's okay. So this is Ithaqua with a Q-U instead of a C.
I see.
I don't know how that changes things, but you know what? That's where we're at. Anyway, we're gonna play this because this looks delightful, and I'm sure it'll be a good time had by all.
Do you think Odysseus went to Cornell?
All right, so at times like this, I know it's best to just ignore her and move on because if I yes and this, it's just gonna spiral. And there once was a beautiful princess named Covita. Her body was ooh, what body type we want?
I don't know.
We're gonna go with the soft as the clouds above. And her skin was dark as twilight, or warm as the sun, or as pale as the dawn. We'll go as pale as the dawn.
Is this our pro tag?
This is our pro tag, I believe. Frantic hoofbeats scatter off into the distance.
Shall that be me if you're doing the narration?
Sure.
How rude. You could have at least dropped my bags off at the door. No matter. I'll just wait for the servants to show up. Hello?
Wind whistles through the trees.
Oh, come now. This is no way to welcome your princess. Just wait until Mother hears about this. You know, assuming her wounds heal.
What should the princess do? It's probably best that we grab the stuff on our own and just make our way in, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fine, I'll do it myself, for I am Princess Covita of Dochi, and I will not let a rude cart driver or missing servants deter me.
You sure about that? Princess Covita grunts as she drags her many bags to the door.
Perhaps Lotta was right. Bags? Too heavy. My ankle. Oh, and my dress. Torn. Stars above, I hate this. Fine, I'll just leave these here for now. The servants can fetch them later. Why did those dumb peasants have to rebel anyway? Mother made sure they had, food, I think. At the very least, they had homes. Although most of them were falling apart.
I see. Okay, I'm getting a lot of important characterization here.
And Mother did keep the nobles from,
Princess Covita coughs, uncomfortable.
beating too many of them to death.
How's that working out for you?
And those who lived had excellent access to health care. Where is Fry, anyway? I thought they were supposed to meet me here.
The door creaks as Princess Covita enters, and the noise echoes down the empty halls.
Is anyone here?
Here, here, here.
Oh, great. Did that stupid driver get the wrong keep? No, pretty sure this is Snowdrop Keep. Frel? Hello?
Inside voices, Your Highness. Come to my office.
Where is your office?
There's no response.
Stars above. Well, here I go to be kidnapped by potentially a monster because my mother's stupid steward couldn't actually do their stupid job. There had better be a good excuse for why there are no servants to greet me.
It's because there are no servants at Snowdrop Keep.
Why not?
Because this is a vacation home, not the castle.
So we just, don't staff it?
Have you ever noticed Her Royal Majesty bringing servants with her when she visits?
I had assumed that was because they were her favorites.
I find it amusing you think Her Royal Majesty would favor anyone other than herself.
Of course, she favors me.
You are her only heir, after all.
My mother's love runs deeper than lines of inheritance.
Frel is silent for a long moment. As you say.
If there are no servants, how should we get my bags inside?
I assume your arms are broken?
No, but I hurt my ankle and my dress tore. And if I break a nail, this whole trip will just be ruined.
You know this isn't a vacation, right, Your Highness?
What? Of course it is. Mother told me so.
Frel is silent for a long moment. Your Highness, there was a rebellion. Your safety was at risk. Her Royal Majesty might have told you it was vacation to get you out the door quickly, but this is no moment for relaxing.
Why not?
Received word ahead of your arrival that Her Royal Majesty's wounds are great, and that there is cause to think she may not survive them.
Oh.
They made their way through the halls of the keep, coming to the office. As such, there are precautions that must be taken. I have some scrolls I need you to review and sign, and there's the matter of reviewing the reports on the costs and damage of the rebellion, as well as the demands of the farmers. Frel is silent for another long moment. We should probably learn more about this rebellion we're about to be in charge of managing.
Yeah, I guess so. Frel, why did the rebellion happen?
Well, you see, how do I say this? The nobility of Dochi are quite needy.
I don't understand. Aren't all people needy? We need things to survive.
Well, yes, the nobility require more than just what is needed to survive. They tax the people quite heavily. In previous generations, that was accepted because the nobility put that money into the kingdom to better it, but, your mother has created a culture of selfishness amongst the nobles.
Has she? I haven't noticed.
Frel is silent for a long moment. You think that might be part of the problem? There is, also the matter of... Frel mumbles something.
What was that?
You, need to pick a suitor.
A what?
Your Highness, inside voices, please.
I'm sorry, let me try that again. A what?
A suitor. A person to whom you are betrothed.
I know what a suitor is. Why do I need one?
It is an accord issued by Her Royal Majesty. In the event of her injury or death, you are to become the wed for the good of the kingdom.
What, does Mother not think I can do this alone?
Frel is silent. Anyway, let us collect your bags and get you settled in.
How rude. Stars above, I could run this kingdom easily. Bring me the papers and books and I shall show you.
There will be time for that later, Your Highness. Please come with me for now. I'll even carry your bags for you.
Fine.
Oh, we are quite a pleasant person, aren't we?
Yeah.
Stars above, Your Highness. What did you pack?
My dresses, shoes, underthings.
All practical things, of course, but they don't weigh this much.
Perhaps a few books.
How many is a few?
20.
20 books, Your Highness.
I thought this was a vacation.
All right. Well, this is where you will be staying.
It's beautiful.
It is Her Royal Majesty's favorite.
This is where Mother stayed?
Of course. It is the only royal bedroom in Snowdrop Keep.
Well, then I suppose it will have to do.
Feel free to unpack whatever you need, but I would refrain from getting too comfortable here. You are to stay as long as you need to secure an agreement of engagement with your suitor of choice. Stars willing, you will return home later this week.
Do not seem too happy to get rid of me so quickly, Frel. I may need to take my time going through the many suitors who seek my hand.
Frel is silent for a long moment. Yes, well, Frel coughs. Just in there is a tub. Go ahead and get cleaned up and meet me down in the gardens. I will make sure your first, suitor is ready to meet you.
So soon. Fine.
Oh, and you need to fetch your own water.
Stars above, Frel.
Princess Kovita grunts as she fetches and warms the water, but groans in joy as she gets into it.
Oh, it feels so good to be clean again. All right, now to find the gardens.
Princess Kovita's stomach grumbles.
And maybe something to eat.
Oh, Your Highness.
You know, Frel, you can call me Kovi.
I may certainly not. Why would you think that?
Then please at least call me Princess Kovita. Your Highness makes my skin crawl.
Fine. You're Princess Kovita. At any rate, Princess Kovita, let me introduce you to, your first potential suitor, Lord Sahar Nisei. Charmed.
Oh.
Do you want me to? Or because it's going to be talking with you?
Oh, fair enough. That does make sense.
Charmed.
Oh.
Yeah!
Woo!
All right, hold on.
Oh, Frel. Wait. Oh, they're gone. No matter. Welcome to Snowdrop Keep, Lord Nisei. Shall we walk?
Oh, if we must. I'd honestly not like to stay here any longer than necessary.
Why ever not?
This place is quaint, but the accommodations are far beneath my delicate sensibilities. Your steward did not think to arrange for servants.
Of course not. This isn't a vacation. This was a rebellion, you know.
Yes, and I'm sure it was a frightening thing. We'll need to make sure those don't happen again. My father has seen great success with beatings.
Your father is one of those nobles.
They need to be kept in line, princess.
How barbaric.
It isn't as if he maims them. He just reminds them of their duties and keeps them from becoming too lazy or getting too many thoughts. It is how our duchy has stayed so prosperous when all others have failed.
That doesn't make it any better. Those are people just the same as you or I.
As if. They are nothing like me, princess.
You will address me as your highness, Lord Nisei.
Of course, your highness. Now shall we discuss my terms?
Terms?
Yes, your steward did mention them, did they not?
There was no time. What are they?
As wonderful as it has been to rough it these past 2 days, I require 20 servants available at all times to tend to my needs.
Require? And why so many?
And I suppose the rooms of your castle are nicer than this place. If not, we'll need to do some renovations immediately.
What's wrong with the rooms?
And I require a stipend to spend on clothing, and another for my hair, on top of normal expenses, of course.
A stipend for your hair?
A hair stipend. These good looks do not come cheaply, princess.
Your highness.
Yes, of course, your highness. Now, do we have a deal? Princess Kovita is silent for a moment.
A deal?
Yes, I've given to you my offer. Are the terms of it satisfactory to you?
Do you know what a deal is, Lord Nisei? It usually requires some sort of agreement. Not just a pompous fool spewing ridiculous demands, but expecting to give nothing in return.
I assure you, princess, you have little to bargain with here. Well, how do we want to deal with this guy? I don't quite like him much.
Yeah.
Do we want to just send him away immediately, or do we want to try to bring some diplomacy into this conversation?
Let's try and bring some diplomacy in. Patience, Kovi, let's give him a chance, Forgive me, Lord Nisei, I believe we got off on the wrong foot. Please, tell me more about your special hair needs.
Well, I have a special routine that I need to do to keep these locks luxurious.
And what does that involve?
Well, before washing it, I have to soak my hair in fresh rainwater and minced eucalyptus oil.
What? But those aren't grown in our kingdom.
Of course, but nothing but the best for my hair. Speaking of, it also needs to be brushed 300 times after it's washed and dried. Require at least 3 tortoise shell combs a week. They break so easily.
Why don't you use something more sturdy?
Well, obviously because tortoise shell reduces the amount of split ends I suffer. And what does it matter? It's just money.
It's money that others could use. Our peasants rebelled because they are being taxed and are never seeing a bit of it put back into infrastructure. It's because nobles like you keep spending money on stupid, frivolous things.
They aren't stupid or frivolous. I need these things.
Thank you for your time, Lord Nisei, but I believe I have determined that you are not satisfactory as a suitor. In fact, I do believe I should have a talk with my royal mother to address the peasants in your duchy. It sounds as if Duke Nisei needs to be given a talking to about the proper treatment of the common folk of Dochi.
You do not wish to make an enemy of my family, princess.
Oh, but I believe I do. Farewell, Sahar Nisei. You are no longer welcome at Snowdrop Keep.
Get his ass! Get. I mean, we're rooting for one rich family instead of the other, but get his ass!
Well, that was a waste of time, and good riddance to him. Beating peasants, demanding money to maintain his hair. What a useless individual. I hope the others Frel has lined up are much better than that.
Was that just Lord Nisei I heard storming out of the keep?
Lord, no more. I wish his family's titles and lands stripped immediately.
No! That is a dangerous proposal, Your Highness.
It is more dangerous to let a man like that rule, especially in such tumultuous times.
Frel is silent for a long moment. As you say, Your Highness, I assume then that he is not your suitor of choice.
Not at all. Shall we break for lunch and then I'll meet with another?
Of course, Your Highness.
Do not force me to make you call me Covey.
Forgive me, Princess Kovita. It is a habit and nothing more.
Of course. Now, how about that lunch?
The clinking of silverware on plates echoes through the halls. And he wanted money just for his hair.
Absolutely ridiculous. I understand that my mother's policies have been lax with where we spend our money, but there is no way the common folk would stand for such a blatant waste.
I loathe to admit it, but I agree with your assessment, Princess Kovita. The kingdom is already weakened by the policies of Her Royal Majesty, and instituting punishments and wasteful spending would do no good. He didn't seem much like the type to see reason either.
Not at all.
Kovita sighs happily.
Ah, a wonderful meal. I assume you cooked it, seeing as how we're bereft of servants at the moment?
Yes. This was nothing, however. Just a simple thing.
It was not nothing. Thank you for cooking, Frel. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Princess Kovita.
Nonsense. Now, I assume you aren't going to allow me a nap before meeting with my next suitor.
Frel laughs as if caught off guard. I'm afraid not, Princess Kovita. They have already been waiting for far too long as it is.
All right, then, lead the way.
All right, who's this next one going to be? Princess Kovita, this is Sir Hatsu of the Dochian Royal Guard. Oh, Your Highness?
A pleasure to meet you, Sir Hatsu. Thank you, Frel.
I'll be in my office if you two need anything.
Well then, Sir Hatsu. Shall we walk while we talk? The gardens here are quite lovely.
As you wish, Your Highness. The two of them walk in silence.
So, Sir Hatsu, you work for the Dochian Royal Guard.
Yeah, Your Highness.
What kind of work do you do?
Guarding stuff. Mostly royalty.
Were you involved with the rebellion lately?
Yep.
Please, do you have any details?
Nope. Peasants with pitchforks aren't much of a challenge for someone like me. Kovita is silent for a long moment.
Do you have a favorite meal?
Not really, no.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Nope.
Maybe I'm going about this the wrong way.
Ask her what she does in her free time. Compliment something? I'm feeling like asking about what she's up to gets us nowhere. So
yeah.
Let's just...
I, really like your sword.
Oh, thanks. Her name is Howling Light. She was forged by Mise Parrot of the Wangi Kingdom. Mise's technique of hammering it is as unique as the Usnite ore she uses to craft the blades. I've had no finer. Howling Light has been the saving grace of many a fight. As I mentioned, the blade is made of Usnite ore, but the handle is,
Oh, stars above, what have I unleashed? Sir Hatsu has been activated.
And if you look here, you can see a chip in the right edge. No small feat. A bronze colossus grabbed it as I swung, and,
I don't think she's going to stop talking unless I interrupt.
This one time,
Why are you even interested in ruling a kingdom?
The guard stops talking suddenly, her voice taking on a serious tone. Well, at least then the wars would be my own. Covey blinks, stunned.
I see. Well, that's fascinating, Sir Hatsu, truly, and I apologize for my need to cut your story short, but I really must meet with the others.
Oh, of course.
Please feel free to return to your suite. I will send Frel to collect you if there's anything else we need. I really hope Frel was leading with the worst.
I don't know. That's honestly, I kind of appreciate the honesty and like, well, at least, yeah, we'd be fighting wars that I cared about. Yeah, okay, fair point.
Frel, that was absolutely painful.
Choosing a partner for life should never be easy, Princess Kovita.
It also shouldn't be like talking to living armor. Oh, except when I got her talking about her sword. Stars above. I was joking about that nap before, but now I really could use it. Can we postpone the next suitor for just a short time?
Well, there is no next suitor.
Excuse me?
There is no other suitor.
There has to be another suitor.
Your Highness, I don't know how to say this. Your family is not well loved in the kingdom. Many are afraid of either their children becoming like, you, or worse.
Like me? What's that supposed to mean?
You do not have the best reputation, Your Highness.
Is this about Lord Gotchu? If he didn't want to end up in the royal prisons, he should have kept his hands to himself.
I do not know, Your Highness.
But what you are saying is that I must choose between those two, and that there is no other option.
Frel is silent for a long moment. I'm afraid so, Your Highness. It is all lies. I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
Oh, sorry.
Do you know how many people showed up to my last birthday party and how many wished to dance with me?
But I do believe your royal mother offered a monetary reward for such service.
How dare you? I am Princess Kovida of the Kingdom of Dochi, and I am beloved by all.
As you say.
I
didn't think that's how that was going to... Princess Kovida storms out of the room. I didn't think that's what was going to happen there. Oh, no. Princess Kovida paces the room in silence.
Stars above.
Kovida sighs.
I know the years have been tough under my mother's rule, but is no one really looking to become a royal suitor? Or is this all my fault? Have I been such a rotten and spoiled princess that no one wants to marry me? Even if it means they get to rule a kingdom?
Princess Kovida paces the room once more.
Well, no one other than a man more spoiled and rotten than I am, or a woman who cares more for a sword than for things such as reading or enjoying her surroundings. If I choose either, I shall be miserable for the rest of my life, but if I choose neither, then Mother will likely force the issue. And she would much rather that idiot Sahar and his abusive father to a guard like Hatsu. But what if I choose none of those? What if I were to purchase fast food and disguise it as my own suitor?
Princess Kovida, what is happening in there?
Aurora Borealis?
No, we're not doing this.
Yes, if I am no longer here, if I run away, they cannot force me to choose either, and I shall be free. If Mother does not survive her wounds, then the kingdom will be chaotic for a while, but Frel and others should be able to smooth that over.
How should Princess Kovida go about leaving? I mean, if you're serious about this, then you'd want to sneak out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because if you're serious about it, then you don't want to alert people.
Oh, but Frel, they will follow me. I'll have to be quiet.
Princess Kovida tries sneaking through her room, but trips over the edge of the carpet.
Ow, my ankle and my dress. Torn again.
Princess Kovida does a better job at sneaking through the keep.
All right, I think I've made it.
Princess Kovida, where are you?
Stars above, flee! I'm so glad I leveled Dex. Oh, it's so cold and wet. Why didn't I bring a cloak with me?
As Princess Kovida heads deeper into the woods, it gets very dark. There's a split in the path ahead. She's sure she's supposed to go to the right, but there are lights off to the left.
I can't even see the stars all the way out here. What should I do?
Should we head toward the lights or just follow the path?
I feel like the lights are a trick.
Okay, so you don't want to go towards the lights.
Yeah, I feel like they're a trick.
Okay. Well, hear me out.
You're going to go toward the light?
I kind of want to see what's up with the lights.
Perhaps those lights lead to a village out here that will take me in.
Princess Kovida heads off to the left. The path to the left is thick with foliage, and Princess Kovida has trouble pushing through it. Eventually she reaches the clearing with the lights, but they wink out immediately.
Oh no, wait!
One by one, the small lights begin to reappear. Drawing closer, Kofi says that they're actually small creatures.
Litter fairies, I think. I remember reading a story about you.
Her lips curve up into a smile as some of the winged fae approach her, buzzing wings tickling her skin.
You try to help grant wishes, don't you?
One hand extends out and a fairy alights on it, eyes bright.
Or are you the really hungry ones?
Kofi is given her answer a moment later when a sharp pain shoots down her finger.
Ah, no, bad fairy.
In a matter of moments, all the creatures swarm her, biting on bare skin and tugging on her hair, her dress. Kofi's scream is abruptly broken as she trips, falling heavily into the overgrown forest far floor below. She feels a powerful gust of air buffet her and gasps as a huge creature crashes through the branches above her. Yo, Princess Kovida!
Stars above, a dragon.
I've looked everywhere for you.
Frel?
The fairies scatter like dandelions on a strong summer's breeze. The air fills with motes of magic as Frel takes on a human form. Ah, are you all right? What happened?
Leave me alone. I'm running away and you can't stop me.
Running away? Whatever for?
Is it not obvious I cannot choose either of the two suitors presented? And with no good third option available, I have made my own.
Your Highness, this is highly irregular.
Stars above, Frel. My name is Kovi, Princess Kovida.
Yes, of course, Princess Kovida, but I repeat, this is highly irregular. You must return with me at once to the keep.
Why? Would you really force me against my will to sacrifice my happiness for the kingdom that hates me?
Of course not, Kovi, but this place is dangerous. I worry about your safety first and foremost. We can figure out what you will do about the suitors and Her Royal Majesty once we return.
Oh, stars above, what does it matter?
Kovi's shoulders slump as she is ushered out of the forest.
Did they just call me Kovi? I think I've spotted our suitor.
You think? Nah, what gave it away?
Very good princess needs a dragon, right?
Of course! That's how it works. Aw, I like it. There, now, safe and sound. Do you feel better?
I will never feel better as long as I'm forced to choose between two options that will never bring me happiness.
Kovi, you are a princess, and soon perhaps a king. And as such, you will need to make difficult choices in life. And sometimes no option will bring you happiness, but you do not make them just for yourself. You make them for your kingdom. Princess Kovida scoffs. You might think the people hate you, but they do not. They just do not know you, the real you, to love you. You are a lovely person and your heart is in the right place. I trust that you'll make the decision that is best for your people and for yourself.
Thank you, Frel. May I ask you a question?
You want to ask Frel how they got here, or do you want to state the kingdom? How?
Yeah. Let's ask about Frel.
How did you come to work for my family?
How did you come to work for my family?
Shit. Wow, you sounded like me for a moment there. Impressive. I actually worked for your grandmother towards the end of her reign as an advisor. She and I worked together to make the kingdom happy. When your royal mother took over 10 years ago, she had become the steward of Snowdrop Keep instead.
Wait, but why?
Your royal mother and I had, conflicting opinions on how the kingdom should be run. She wanted more money for herself and the other nobility, while I wanted the kingdom to keep prospering.
I had no idea Mother's spending was so bad for our people.
Yes, well, she was very certain to make sure you keep away from the worst of it.
Is there any way to fix the kingdom?
Of course, with hard work and a proper budget. Things could be turned around quickly. Many of the nobles might not like it, but they would just need to be dealt with. With how easily you set Lord Nisei packing, I do believe it would be a task you excel at.
All right, I believe I need a few moments to make my decision. May I take a walk in the gardens?
As long as I don't need to chase after you again, yeah.
Well, I guess it is good to know you'd chase after me more than once.
Of course, Princess Kovida.
You know, I much prefer when you call me Kovi.
Frel gulps. I am going to start dinner, is what I'm going to do.
I suppose I better get to walking.
Yeah, we're doing a whole lot of walking on an ankle that's apparently hurt. Princess Kovida paces the garden path, searching for answers.
Has my heart made its choice? Do I really dare?
Kovi, are you ready for dinner?
A moment. Can you join me?
I fear we didn't have much in the pantries, and so dinner will be quite sparse. I really must go to the market tomorrow.
I'm sure it'll still be lovely.
Are you all right?
I've made a decision, Frel.
I see. Frel is silent for a long moment. Well, let's hear it. I shall write word to Her Royal Majesty before we eat.
You.
Aww! Yeah!
You.
Pardon me?
You, Frel. I choose you.
I'm not one of those pocket monsters. I beg your pardon? My ears must be playing tricks on me.
No tricks, Frel. You have told me that difficult decisions are part of being a king, but I know another part is recognizing a third option when one isn't given.
Frel is quiet for a long moment.
You have been so kind to me, and it is so easy to smile and laugh around you. but you have also shown me strength and resolve and made me find those things within myself. I know it's highly irregular, and I expect you to break my heart and reject me outright. However, if you could find a way to give me a chance, I would graciously prove to you that I could make you as happy as you make me.
Pharrell is quiet for a long moment.
Have you turned to stone, or do you really find me so repulsive as to find saying nothing more enjoyable than rejecting me?
Forgive me, Princess, I mean no insult. Instead, I'm fairly sure my mind is incapable of bringing words to my mouth.
You seem capable of speech just fine.
You truly mean it?
Absolutely.
Then, yes, absolutely. Even if it is highly irregular. Oh. Do we want to lean in for the kiss? Do we do the lean, or do we... I feel like
let's start with hands.
Let's start with hands. Shyly, Covey reaches for Pharrell's hand, their fingers twining in one together. Twining? Twining. Got there. Aww. Oh, there's so much to do. We'll need to send a letter to Her Royal Highness. Then there's the scrolls and books, and I'm sure there will be some preparations otherwise. We'll also need to discuss our plans.
And all of that can wait until after we've eaten. We have the rest of our lives to work. Let's take this moment together to relax. The kingdom and all of our duties to it will still exist in an hour.
Well, of course, Your Highness.
Stars above, you are something else.
Still not saying Covey. Aww.
That was cute.
That was really cute. I like that. Aww. I had a good time with that. I know we had a little hiccup in the middle, but like I enjoyed my time with this game.
Yeah,
it was so sweet. Now, this I believe it's a duo that do these games. They have a lot of other games as well available on their itch. This was the first one we picked. But if you like this kind of style, check out some of the other stuff on their itch. I'll leave a link to that down below. Yeah.
I like the expressiveness of the character sprites in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what it's done with, but it looks almost like it's live 2D or something.
I was gonna say there's definitely a little bit of something like that involved, where the characters are very mobile and moving around, and that helps sell their expressions so well.
I'm always impressed by that, especially when indie VNs do it, and it's just like, you know, that one or two people hacked that together and made it work that smoothly. That's always cool.
Yeah. It's just like I absolutely adore it.
I know exactly enough about Ren'Py to know how fucking hard that must be. So I appreciate that.
Also, I think there must be other endings, or at least other choices to be made with the other suitors.
Yeah.
I wonder how those turn out.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for coming, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Thank you again to all of our patrons for supporting us for another month. It means a lot to us that you appreciate what we do here and that you want to keep making stuff like this possible. We'd love to give a super special shout out to the patrons in our I'm Jacked In tier, including Alyssa Clarkson,
Alice,
The Fighting Doll,
Snow Flurry,
and Raina. All the money we make from our Patreon goes back into making our channel bigger and better. It's what we use to get the games each month and to get new equipment to make our recordings better. So yeah, if you appreciate what we do and want to toss us a little bit of money to make that happen every month, please feel free to do so. Our patrons do also get some benefits. You get to see some Patreon exclusive episodes before they're made available on the main channel, including the entirely Patreon exclusive Let's Play of Ace Attorney. So if that sounds cool to you, there you go. That's all I got. I really thought I'd be better at that spiel by now, but I'm not.
Yeah, I never have stuff to add.
Never doing it just once a month.
It's exactly long enough to just forget everything.
Yep. Ah, well.
Peace.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.